Hello everyone, my name is Betty and I am from Ethiopia. Today I have a video on how to make injera in 24 hours. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I have also a Facebook page you can visit. You can find the name of my Facebook on this video comment section. Since I moved to US, I have been trying to find an easy way to make injera. And now I'm happy to spend only 24 to 30 hours to make my injera instead of spending 5 days. So here is my video on how I make my 24 hours injera. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to put it on the comment section of my video. Thank you. So for the whole process, these are the ingredients we need. 1 cup of starter. If you don't have a starter, you can go to my YouTube videos. I have a video on how to make a starter. We need 8 cups of Teff flour. I use mescal Teff, the ivory one. We need 12 to 15 cups of water, which is a room temperature water. And the last ingredients we need for this process is half cup of quinoa flour. If you can't find the quinoa flour, you can just buy the quinoa and you can grind it at your house if you have a coffee grinder. That is how I grind my quinoa. So first thing we do is we need our flour, 5 cups of water, and our starter. As you can see, I'm using my stand mixer, and for me the stand mixer is more efficient and it's really good at evenly combining my ingredients than using my hands. So for me, I'm using my stand mixer because I have it in my house already, but you can use your hands or you can use your hand mixer to combine all the ingredients together. So our first step is combining our starter, the water, and the Teff flour. We combine these 3 ingredients in a large bowl or in our stand mixer. We have to make sure we mix everything together absolutely smooth with no lumps. That's very important when we mix our Teff, the starter, and the 5 cups of water. That's going to be our first mix to make our 24 hours injera. If you're using stand mixer like me, knead the dough for about 5 to 7 minutes. And if you are using hand mixer, you need to knead 7 to 15 minutes. And if you are using your hands, you need 15 to 20 minutes to mix all the ingredients evenly. So as you can see, our ingredients are evenly mixed very well. I will turn off my stand mixer. I need a plastic container to transfer my dough. And make sure your plastic container has a lid that fits your container very well. We don't need any air to get into our dough. And after we transfer our dough in the container, let it sit at room temperature 10 to 12 hours, and then it will start rising in a matter of hours, but it can take anywhere from 10 to 12 hours to achieve a noticeable level of sourness, which is the key to the flavor of injera. So today it's our second step to make our 24 hours injera. We need half cup of quinoa flour and a cup of water, and I use my blender to mix my quinoa flour and the water first. You can use your food processor or a hand mixer or even your hands, but in my opinion, using my blender is the key to get a very good result with spongy, fluffy, and soft injera. And then after we blend the quinoa flour and 1 cup of water using our blender, we put our Teff dough or our Teff mix into the blender and blend them for about 3 minutes. So here, when we mix our Teff dough and our quinoa flour, we add about 5 to 6 cups of water because we are at the final step of mixing all of our ingredients and making ready our dough to make our injera after 8 hours. After we blend it for about 3 minutes, we transfer our final mix in any kinds of container, and we are going to wait from 6 to 8 hours to make our injera. So the whole process from we start to we make the injera is going to be 24 hours. You can see from my video, the batter should be a little thinner than pancake batter. So here we are 8 hours after we mix our quinoa flour and our Teff mix. As you can see, the batter is very bubbly, which is a very good sign of fermentation. So to make your injera, you don't have to buy the injera oven. You can use your non-stick pan, that works perfect too. So for that purpose, I'm going to make my injera both on my injera oven and my non-stick pan today. So here we are on the final stage. We are going to make our injera. I know it's everybody's fear. I always get worried and nervous the last day when I make my injera, because sometimes something with the batter gets wrong and I don't get a very good injera. But with my 24 hours recipe, almost 95% of my injera comes out very perfect. And I have also one trick I want to tell you. If you think you don't get a good result, I mean, if you don't get a good bubbly ice when you make your injera, just sprinkle a pinch of baking powder on your batter and whisk it for 30 seconds, and you'll get a perfect injera. Now let's see how it's going to be on my non-stick pan. It's really funny, the non-stick pan works really good. All of my injeras I make on my non-stick pan looks really great. I'm really happy to share with you this very easy recipe on how to make injera. Here we have a perfect injera. It's very soft and so fluffy. So here, let's try our injera on my non-stick pan. We pour it like this, just like we are making eggs. And I have a lid for that. When we see a little bit bubbly ice on our injera, we cover it with a lid. First, I make it like in a high heat, and then after I pour my injera batter, I make it in a medium heat. Like, we have to adjust the heat for our stove when we make our injera on our pan. It comes out really perfect. I hope you can see it on the video. You see, it's really perfect injera. Here is our second injera that I make in a non-stick pan. It came out really good and perfect. I hope you are going to try this recipe. It's very easy. Here, so easy. Here is our second injera we make on our injera stove. It looks really perfect. I know for some people you might think it has a different taste or a different texture because it's 24 hours injera. Believe me, it tastes even better than my injera I make before. The past 2 years, it took me like 5 days to make injera. But right now, as you can see, if I want to make injera tomorrow, I'll just mix my teff and my starter tonight, and then like that tomorrow for dinner I'll have injera. So I'm advising you to use my recipe. It might be tricky sometimes. Even you follow the recipe, you might not get a good result, but I assure you, if you follow all the steps, you will get a very perfect injera just like mine. As you can see, my 24 hours injera looks really perfect. We don't have to wait 5 days to make injera. I hope you will use my video. If you have any questions, please don't forget to put it on the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, and please click the bell icon so you can get new videos from my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Betty, Ethiopian food. Bye bye. Okay, this is the second day. I make my injera yesterday. As you can see, it's very soft. It's amazing.